quantity of gold, and you know, we would...
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Review with me, Afshin Rattansi, broadcasting from Dubai. America came under fire from aid agencies this week.
A view on the forthcoming visit of Jiang Zemin to Israel amidst the current spy trade row.
I know from the questions that you asked me at the trade exhibition that there are many and varied questions I get from the Dubai Business Channel.
It was Livingston who championed the Palestinian cause while head of the Greater London Council.
And Palestine always gives you special privileges when it comes to balance of power politics. Being friendly or not friendly with America can be crucial. One of the Business Channel's regular commentators from the States, as well as Atef in Washington, is Lincoln Bloomfield Jr. of Armitage Associates. He was an advisor to the administration of George Bush Jr.'s dad, and I caught up with him on a recent visit of his to Dubai. Even then, there was a feeling that the U.S. might be taking their eye. And in Washington, what are the foreign policy considerations, given that Hugo Chavez in Venezuela is having his summit in Caracas at the end of this year, inviting Saddam Hussein and other leaders perhaps not so well disposed to the United States?
Well, as you will have seen, the United States government has managed to separate policy and the principles of foreign policy from oil economics. U.S. oil companies will be very...
I asked William O'Brien, country manager at Raytheon International, for his view.
Well, first and foremost, and this is a very important...
Am I wrong in saying that
that's
no patriot actually worked?
No, that's incorrect, and it's not our study, but the U.S. Army states categorically.
General Larry Smith,
that,
Commander General of U.S. Army Security Assistance and responsible for global procurement, was characteristically coy when asked what he was looking at most closely at IDEX.
There are so many countries represented with so much equipment.
Where are they? Count the red dots. You find one. I told you there are two red dots. One is UBP, the other one is Reuters, which I've found. Two more. You're ready now.
From Global Vision, the television news magazine of Southern Africa, you're watching South Africa Now.
It doesn't exist on television, and it doesn't exist.
I would actually appeal to the world.
On the part of the authorities.
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Review with me, Afshin Rattansi. We're again at Dubai's Creek this week, surely a reminder for those who forget that world trade up until the early Renaissance was concentrated not around the Mediterranean, but around the Gulf, Africa, India and China. The international news media are prone to portraying the war between Ethiopia and Eritrea as a senseless, whilst Ethiopia regained independence. After that, Eritrea became a partial autonomous. The Business Channel has been keeping you up to date about closer ties between China, Russia and India and the Gulf in recent weeks. But as European Union officials tussle with their counterparts in Beijing over trade agreements after the United States already signed one, China has chosen the United Arab Emirates to open an exhibition that's the first of its kind anywhere in the world, China Mex. Surely a testament to how important they see the United Arab Emirates.
We already have a long-term, well-established relationship with the Gulf and GCC countries. And the purpose
of course, the media have of late been talking about human rights in China again. Would you say that this in any part is to do with the fact that China opening its markets lays itself open to also much more critical view?
I think with the freedom level of the Western media, I think they can say whatever they would like, but we will not care what they say.
In retrospect, do you think Malaysia took the right path in terms of trying to combat the economic crisis?
In the beginning, nobody wanted to believe Dr. Mahathir. But now they all say that, well, some kind of control is necessary to impose on for financial regulation, because it's not possible to allow.
Even if oil eased this week, its impact on businesses not blessed by NASDAQ speculation was plain to see. This week, Procter & Gamble, the American multinational, is to visit India and Pakistan, and this week he gave us his reasons for meeting General Musharraf, the Pakistani coup leader, nuclear tensions. Back in the States, people were euphoric, certainly the political classes, over Super Tuesday. China.
So where does Taiwan fit in all
He
that?
only resumed his role in the company
realize-
after a leave of absence to campaign for the Republican nomination for the
Is that
presidency
something
of the
slightly
United States.
Victorian about an idea of companies funding education?
Obviously,
in
this will need a complex
curriculum?
legal framework. A lot of lawyers' firms are moving into this region, especially